Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the month of November 2023. First card out for you is the Earth Keeper, which is you. Oh my gosh, I love this card. Sorry, I'm getting too excited here. This is actually showing that you are outgrowing a certain dream in your life. Like you have, whether you realize it or not, you have accomplished a dream that a lot of other people have, a dream that you have, whether it is living in a certain home, having a certain type of relationship, having a certain type of business or skill. You have achieved it, and now you're being asked in November to dream even bigger for yourself, not do new things, but make new ambitions for yourself that are beyond what you ever thought imaginable for you. Another aspect of the Earth Keeper is actually showing you literally taking care of the beautiful blessings that are already in your life. Things like taking care of your lawn and making sure it's very beautiful, caring for your home, caring for pets or children, or even like calling up old friends you haven't talked to in a long time, catching up with them and upkeeping that relationship. There is such a beauty to be found in earth keeping, doing things like cleaning and cooking and maintaining relationships, maintaining the status quo. I am telling you, like, it's so exciting. Call me boring. Well, you would understand because you're a Taurus and I'm a Cancer. Taurus and Cancer are very similar in this regard. There is a magic to be found in maintaining your blessings in life, okay? By like calling up your friends, cooking a meal to maintain your body, cleaning, doing lawn work, gardening, playing with your pets, playing with your kids, taking care. There's like a beautiful happiness to be found in that. And it like breaks my heart knowing that some people view those things as like tedious things that they have to do. Like if you can't see the magic in that, you're screwed. Like you're just not going to be happy for the rest of your life, because like 90% of life hopefully is these boring earth-keeping tasks, honestly. And like if you're able to find the peace, the magic, the tranquility in that, you're golden. Like you're good to go. So there's like multiple messages here. We definitely see a bigger dream coming in for you, and we see you really caring for what you got. And it's interesting, those things actually go hand in hand, because when you care for what you got, you are practicing gratitude through action, and it's through gratitude that the universe wants to give you more. You know, for example, and I told this story on my first channel. It's the story on how I manifested getting a whole entire home for free. And basically I was living in very, very small quarters in my mom's house, and I really wanted to move out. It was a toxic environment, and I essentially just like nurtured every square inch of that house to the max, and I like maximized my earth keeping skills in that home. So every inch of the room that I had was being used for something beautiful or had some sort of beautiful artwork. It was always clean. I always maintained it, and throughout the whole house I always tried to make it clean. Even though I lived with a bunch of slobs, I always tried to make it clean and care for it, and I really utilized every square inch of space that I could. I would have beautiful breakfasts with my cat and dog out back on the deck, and like look at all of the beautiful trees, and I literally did everything I could to appreciate what I had, even though I didn't want to be there. And I made the best with the circumstances that I had. And literally a few weeks, months after I started doing that, is when I got this new home. And now I still want to manifest a better home, but I really don't think I'm utilizing every square inch of space in that magical way in this home. It's a little bit more overwhelming, but I've been slowly increasing throughout the years, just like really making the most of this place, making it magical. So I am seeing something like that. Some of you may be ready to take on a bigger dream because you're like almost at the max, and you'll feel this too. You'll get to the point where it's like you're maxing out how far you can go with what you got. Like you're literally using every square inch of your home, and like you're busting at the seams almost, and then that's when abundance will come through in order for you to get a new home, for example. Or with your business, you're gonna feel like you are so busy to the point where like you can't take on a drop more of extra work, and it's like at that moment you finally are able to afford an employee. It's like something like that, you know? So second card out for you, your spirit animal this month is the elephant, the elefante, and beautiful, obviously, like such a stunning animal to get as a spirit guide, because elephant spirit helps guide you in the right direction in life. They help you overcome challenges, obstacles, and they just exude like peace and love and emotional intelligence. So I'm seeing a deep spiritual changes happening for you this month within your own mind. Even this elephant has their third eye marked and open. So there's going to be some like spiritual epiphanies coming through for you in the month of November for sure that will guide you in new directions in life. Your message from Spirit this month is trust. Oh my gosh. Guys, I can't put my finger on it, but like I just feel like there's something huge coming in for you in November, and it's like a dream of yours that is going to require a lot of trust in yourself and the universe because it is so big. It's very ambitious, and Spirit's saying you just have to trust that you can do this, believe in it, and when you have that belief to like the core of your being, that's when it will come in. And if you're having a hard time believing it, do things that will help you increase your belief. How can I explain this? For example, let's say you make like no money at all and your goal is to buy a car and you don't believe that you can do it at all. Like you don't believe it's something that you can afford, it's something, whatever. What you would do to increase your ability to believe in you buying that car may be literally looking up online like how to buy a car, walking through the whole process, or like Googling like how to buy a car with no money, and like reading all these stories, understanding the game plan, understanding what you need to do that. And that will help you increase your level of believing that you can do it. And then on top of that, you may want to like pick up extra hours, start saving in certain increments, and build up your belief in that dream. And then it's like once you fully believe it, that's when it can come through. You understand what I'm saying? So Spirit is saying to trust with that. And here's the message. It says, while your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. Like I said, there's a new dream opening up for you this month. The logical path may be the one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. Wow. Yeah, Spirit's saying you need to dream bigger because you can achieve a lot more than you are right now. So we're going to get 6 cards for you this month, 2 rows of 3 from the Heaven and Earth Tarot. First card out for you is, wow, 10 of Swords. This is crazy because I feel like for so many groups, the first card out has been a card of like endings. Like the last group I just did, Capricorn, their first card out was death. Yours is 10 of Swords. These are both cards of like complete endings. And it says ruin here. This is like stressed out to the max and then you are done with it. So some of you may have recently or are in the beginning of November quitting your job, moving out of a place that was annoying to you. Maybe you had annoying neighbors or like constant problems, and it's like you're done. You're over it. You're getting rid of it. Could even be like selling a car that like is just a headache to maintain, kicking out a roommate who you can't stand. I'm seeing here there's something going on where it's like I am done. This is over with, and it's either happening at the end of October, probably the beginning of November though. So pay attention to anything that pops into your mind as we say this. Second card out is the Princess of Swords in reverse. She's been coming out quite a bit as well. And, this is like a younger type of energy, something newer here, that is having a hard time speaking their feelings. Okay, I'm actually getting for a lot of you, Taurus, there could be someone younger in your life, and this could actually be a child, or even a pet, I'm feeling, who may not be able to communicate to you effectively. If it's not someone younger, if it is someone your same age, I would say their communication skills may be like below average. So it's like they're feeling something, but they're having a hard time telling you. This could be, for example, like if you've been noticing some strange behavior in a pet of yours, they're trying to communicate to you what's wrong, but obviously they can't do that using words. So you're gonna have to really rely on your intuition when it situation and act in a way in which you're caring for it and creating a space for them to sort of like tell you or like open up to you more, okay? Even if it's an animal, like animals will always tell you when something's wrong. You just need to create a space where you're receptive to hearing it. Same thing with children. You need to create the space where you're receptive before they're gonna tell you what's wrong. And even like all people are like that. You need to create a safe space where they trust you before they start opening up about deeper things on their mind, because they won't feel safe until they have that space. So creating those spaces may be a part of your month as well here. I'm also seeing here like something may be coming to a close because it didn't offer you clear direction or healthy communication. So for example, like if any of you are quitting your job or moving out of a certain place, it's because maybe like your communication with your landlord was toxic, or the way that they speak is just very rude, or like your coworkers or boss, you know, they may have been very, I don't know, like just like kind of rude or like unprofessional. I don't know. Third card out, Five of Wands in reversed. And, you know, this is a card of challenge. It's a card of seeing things from different perspectives. And it literally says strife. Yeah. So, I mean, it truly is a card of people coming together who do not see things in the same way. And it is coming out in reverse, which is stressful. It's like you have one perspective on a situation and other people have a different perspective. And we need to create a space where we can all speak our opinions and feel heard and feel respected. And if you don't have that space in certain environments or with certain people, you are closing that relationship down in the beginning of November, like straight up. So that's what I'm seeing here. And Scorpio season comes into our lives and just ravages our relationships, because Scorpio likes to get deep. It likes to be authentic. It likes to be its true self. And every single Scorpio season, if there are people or situations in your life in which you cannot get deep with, or it's like not healthy, Scorpio season will end that relationship for you, okay? It will end that connection, that situation for you, because it's very much out of alignment. And for that reason, I love Scorpio season. It's one of my favorite seasons, and it will be lasting until like the first 3 months of, or 3 weeks of November. So on the 21st, 22nd, we will switch into Sagittarius season, and the whole energy will shift into much more like higher learning and experiences, new culture, etc. But these first 3 weeks of November definitely see you closing out some situations where you can't just be yourself. Second row out, fourth card, King of Wands in reversed. Wow. Okay, I am seeing fire energy and air energy in your life. So fire energy will be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and that air energy is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. King of Wands in reverse, though, this is someone who may be older than you, have more power, more position of authority in your life here. And, you know, they're kind of a bad leader. The King of Wands in reversed is someone who very much tries to make it seem like, oh, I'm this big person. I'm great at making decisions. People follow me. I'm charming. I'm charismatic. You know, I run this company. I run this place. But they actually lack the real management abilities and leadership. And King of Wands in reverse can sometimes even be like a micromanager, where they're the only one that knows how to, you know, fulfill a vision, and they don't have the trust in other people's capabilities. It's someone who can like just simply not allow people to have different ideas, different ways of looking at things. You know, a perfect manager, a perfect leader is someone who just tells what needs to be done, and like is like, you are the one here who knows what they're doing, so I'll let you, you know, take your own creative liberties when it comes to this. But the King of Wands in reverse shows someone who can't do that. It's like, this is exactly how I wanted to get done, and it like shows like an awful person that you work for. So any of you here who are in some sort of like service industry, there may be someone that you're working for who is like that, which is causing you to want to like kind of like start a whole new path in life. And this new path may be something outrageously ambitious that you never thought of before. For example, like let's just say you work in construction and you have a boss who is like this, like just annoying, micromanaging, and you never thought in a million years you would own your own construction company, because that's a huge dream, right? But the month of November is saying like, maybe consider it a little bit deeper, because this may actually be something that you can achieve. And if you don't believe it now, do, like we said, those exercises that will help you build your belief. And then once you get to that point where you 100% believe it'll happen, it will happen. That is the law of attraction. That's how it works. So if there's anything in your life that you've been waiting for it to manifest, ask yourself, do you actually believe that it can manifest? No, you don't. So work on that belief. Fifth card out is, yes, Eight of Pentacles, prudence, working hard over and over and over again until you get the result that you want. This is very practical. work. It's like athletics. Athletics are very interesting because it's simple. It's not rocket science. It is set in stone. This is proven to work. This is how it's done. If you want to lose weight, for example, there's no magic thing that you can do to do it. It's literally, it comes down to basic science. Burn more calories than you eat. If you want to gain muscle, eat more calories than you burn while working out. It's very, very simple. It is math, it is science, and there doesn't need to be any magic ingredient involved in it. It's just like, if you put in the work, you will get results. So I love the Eight of Pentacles because it shows that it's like, if you keep doing this over and over and over again, you will get better. It will grow. And I am seeing you making a new ambition for yourself, a new goal for yourself, working at it over and over and over again, building up your belief that you actually can do it because you have that repetitive work being put into it and it's successful. So wow. Final card out is the Hanged Man, seeing things from a new perspective, and again, building that belief in yourself, trusting the universe, and knowing that you will be successful. So I see you in the month of November being put on a whole new path in life, and it's exhilarating for you. It is thrilling. And you're building confidence in that. That's another thing with the King of Wands in reverse. It can show a lack of confidence. So I see you building that confidence in this new path that's emerging for you. So beautiful. Thank you guys for joining me. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this month ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated with you down below. I love hearing your stories, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my Goddess Energy Intention Oil there and my spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.